EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the New Orleans Saints. Set to boom this one away. And we are underway from the Superdome. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
They start the drive on the ground, Kamara. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Winston now. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. Here comes the Saints punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taken from just outside the 30. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Ravens will take over.
At their own 43-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
And that's going to be caught as James Prochet. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunky yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Marcus Davenport brought him down, the UTSA product.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Jackson from the shotgun. That's taken in by Duvernay. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And it's caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. James Prochet, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Ravens 7, Saints nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And it's never going to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down in the red zone. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Play fake. Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 40. Devin Duvernay. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Ravens.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40. The 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Saints. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it. Kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
This time, Jackson will throw it. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not that. It came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. They find some open field here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. A nice run there. He calls his own number, gets the first down, and then slides to a stop before he has to take any contact.
And that absolutely has to please this coaching staff because you know they've been drilling into his head. You're no good to us on the sidelines if you're not playing, right? If you have to be over here full-time with us, that doesn't work so well. We need you on the field, so sliding like that, they'll take that every time.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, a 6-yard touchdown run as they have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Ravens 21, Saints 14. Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Winston's throw taken in by Landry. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. 20, 10, 5, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, it's one thing to get the interception, and it was a great play, but then you saw how quickly all of his teammates, Charles, turned to find blocks, made sure they had space for him to make the house call.
And not only did they turn and find the blocks, none of them clipped from behind, blocked someone in the back. This play is going to stand. And how about what we see each and every week now? When the defenders make a big play, there's always a group celebration after the takeaway.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston, he's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Over the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 3rd down, Winston. He's going to take another shot here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover and plus.
I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And this one is underway here on EA Sports.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Jackson, first play, going to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. After the sack on first down, Jackson, and he's going to go down again.
Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
The slot man in motion right. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Under pressure, they got him again. DeForest Buckner, that's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
CD, there are 3 and outs, and then there are 3 and outs. The first drive of the game, not 1, not 2, but 3 straight sacks.
You're exactly right about that, and sometimes you hold up those 3 fingers as defenders to signify the 3 and out. This time it's 3 sacks in a row. What a tremendous start for them.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive, 3rd and 5. Here's Jackson to throw. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 26. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good down to possibly take a shot. And, in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. This is caught. Touchdown.
Devin Duvernay
from 17 yards out.
And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. Still going past the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Colts. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
See what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On third down, Jackson.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be fourth down.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Fourth down, here's Jackson.
Throwing quickly for Mark Andrews. And he is going to have a Ravens first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
A big play that time on the catch and run. 41 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
Some of the big boppers in the game traditionally have been safeties, and he certainly fits that mold. He lets his pads do his talking.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 24-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And able to work his way down to the 16. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Jackson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A pitch comes to Dobbins.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor.
76 yards.
And the Colts are an extra point away from drawing level.
And that was a 3rd and medium situation. Thought they might pass it. They ran it. And they're glad they did.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. That's a surprise to me that they ran the ball in that situation. Usually you worry about trying to get that kind of yardage on the ground against NFL defenses. Instead, they crossed them up. That took a little fortitude to make that call. And boy, it matched up really, really well. The element of surprise plus some excellent execution, off he goes.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
That's into the hands of Prochet.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Jackson on 1st down.
That would complete to Prochet.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. 2nd and 10.
Jackson now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, as the 1st half is winding down. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this 1st half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession. Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Ryan. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
That sack backs Ryan and the Colts up a bit here, facing a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Jacksonville. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, Charlie! Hey, exit! No! What?
They go play action with Lawrence.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. Pryor has it complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Jags are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
Oh, good return up past the 30.
And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 37.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Tackle made by Foley Fatukasi, the former UConn Husky.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens respond to that opening drive.
And good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
7-7, our score after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
61, back block, right. Move. Hey, Delta. Kill.
Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, Lawrence
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7. But they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown. Jaguars have moved out in front. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Taken down just shy of midfield. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From midfield now, here's Jackson going up top. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 50 yards. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Hey, Echo! Hey, Haywood! Hey, team six! Stop!
Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence throwing middle, and it's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha! Hey, hold it!
It's a throw again is Lawrence.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, exit!
Now Lawrence.
Throw right side here, complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. And this throw will be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Jackson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Jackson.
And there's a quick throw caught by Andrews.
Touchdown!
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews.
And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Jaguars 17.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta! Three!
Here's Lawrence to throw. Able to find Pryor. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys in great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
Throw left side complete to Ingram. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Bravo!
Again, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete here.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence throwing left side. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready? Hey, Alpha! Hey, Orbit! Hey, Charlie! Hey, exit! Go! On the ball!
Now Lawrence on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth quarter lead. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. At the goal line. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So that, a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. There's a nice move. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 78 yards on the ground here for Dobbins. And a first down coming up. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps. You're trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 36 yards. And the Ravens will add to their fourth quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth-quarter touchdown and a two-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Jaguars 17. Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a two-score deficit.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, a second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. This time, Jackson will throw it. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
17. Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up an...
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
So a fourth-quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Tucker with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On the ready.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Lawrence will throw. He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Open man downfield is Ridley.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
A final shot now for Lawrence.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Right off the bat, here's Pickett to throw it. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is caught at the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at the 20.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that one caught downfield by Boyd.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That is taken in by Hurst. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon.
Cameron Sutton on the tackle.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
11, 11, 11.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
12, 12, 11, 11, 11.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Devin Asiasi.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Pickett.
He gets it complete to Harris.
He's going to have the first down and more than that.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
7-7, our score after 1. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, 27 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync. The line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Bengals drive about to get going. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow.
The boy showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now Pirine. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, think of it like you win a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. That's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there's another first down run right there.
11 MT. 11. Gotta go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
11 MT. 11.
Burrow on play action.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now here's another carry for Harris. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
66 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point now by Boswell. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Next to score, Steelers 21, Bengals 7. Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
11.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here we go.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
T. Higgins.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. In motion right here, Boyd.
11 MC Payne. 11 Thomas. 11.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
11. 12. 11. 12.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score.
Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play
11
this.
Mighty. 11 Mighty. 11 Thomas.
Now Burrow on 1st down.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And that is incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
And I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The Bucs set to get to football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
11, Thomas.
A gain of 26 yards.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because
and at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
11.
Now Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Pickett back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12.
first down. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Inside handoff to Dixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. It's Mixon on the counter. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing third down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Here we go. Here we go.
Giving to the big tight end on fourth. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Mitchell Wilcox taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they're within 7 now, 28-21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at about the 1. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it. And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Pickett now on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Burrow will throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase.
On two, ready?
To the air again, Burrow. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards that time. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, here we go.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal.
11, 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. Stop.
Here's Burrow. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Stop. Stop.
Mixon will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11.
Now it's Burrow. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
11 MT, tight. 11, 11, 11. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. Touchdown!
Mitchell Wilcox.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Fields this way up at the 17.
The Steelers take over first at their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here's Pickett.
He's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the give, this is Harris. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Looking to throw here. Pickett.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
11 Mighty. 11 Tommy.
To throw, Burrow.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was a defender who got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close one throughout. One team just had a little bit more at the end than the other.
Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, they close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous. I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue. I'm making pigs fly. Now I move mountains. I would have beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible.